Duck jump. Duck jump is a technique in Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, the Moldorm 2 gap is wider. I don't know how much, but it's definitely not a couple pixels. Everything is at least 8 pixels apart. There's no way it's like half a tile. That would be too crazy. Doom is a sub? I always thought Doom was a dom. Maybe he's a switch. Alright, I'll stop talking now. Tam will take over commentary. Oh, they're off. Okay, cool. So we'll get started here in just a second. Yes, Doom is definitely gifted. That much I know. Alright, runners are off. Malmo going Link's house. Yoho finding the lamp immediately in Sanctuary. That's pretty poggers. Almost gonna do a hobo start. I don't remember if she likes to go to Ice Rod Cave as well. I think she does Ice Rod Cave. Oh, there's the flippers right away. Yoho's gonna do a north loop and then probably try to put off Cac. You can actually just swim out of here after getting the flippers. This is kind of a unique situation. Normally you have to do like a cool little setup there to get fake flippers to swim into the hobo, but yeah, Yoho could just go do a Lumberjack DMA here. That's pretty reasonable. A lot of people like to do Lost Woods first. I think that was a red rupee. Yeah, he's gonna do Lost Woods first. It's also pretty common to do Lost Woods and then do a different DMA. Get a map check. I think that was all crystals. The redness of crystals is not important at all in this mode. I think it can sort of tell you things about logic, but I'm not smart enough for that. Yoho finds 3 bombs here. If I were in his spot, I would go to Cac. If you get 3 bombs, you can just do everything in Cac except for Sick Kid and Magic Bat, and you can just get those whenever. So I would take this as a sign to go to Cac. Yoho really likes putting off Cac though, so he might do Mountain. Yeah. Yeah, so Glitch Logic has a bunch of clips like the one that Malmo started the game with and the one that Yoho's doing right now in Logic. Actually, the one Yoho's doing right now is not in Logic. Oh, no, it is, because he actually got the lamp. Yeah. Dark Rooms still aren't in Logic in this mode, except for the Fire Rod ones, but there's various ways to get up the mountain without ever having to touch a Dark Room. And yeah, so all the overworld glitches are in Logic for the most part. Hashtag free overworld conveyor. But in the underworld, your glitches are fairly limited. There's only really 4 of them that are relevant, that are allowed in this mode. We probably won't be seeing any of them for a little bit, but we'll talk about it more when we get there, maybe. Malmo, I believe in Cac W for Malmo. Yoho's gonna spend these bombs checking Hera. I don't mind this. The thing about Hera is you enter it a million times to get to other places, so you can sort of put it off if you want to. Malmo's gonna just follow up the mountain. That's also fine. Yeah, mirror wraps are not in Logic. Those are easy wraps to get to Turtle Rock and Ice Palace, and then some less relevant ones that still come up occasionally to get to like Stumpy and some other stuff. My feeling is that some of them should be in Logic and others shouldn't, but that's not really anything that anybody else talks about. So, but they gave me the mic, so you have to hear my stupid opinions. Malmo survives that somehow. Yoho going to the left side of the pit against Malmo so that she can't make fun of him for it because he knows she's not watching. And he is going to do, as Twin in chat mentioned, the Graveyard Ledge DMD. Malmo doing the same DMD in a different way. Graveyard Ledge is great because it has a bomb refill, a really efficient bomb refill. I do the teleport. I don't run this category, but I did it in No Logic a bunch. I never learned the right side swordless Graveyard Ledge DMD. I think I learned the teleport from you, actually. Both players stocked up on bombs. Malmo did a Houlihan there because you come down from the mountain funny. Your camera's messed up, which means you can do a Houlihan trivially. Yoho's going to do the same thing. He doesn't have his flippers yet. Malmo knows that she needs Zora money because she got flippers early, and so she wants to combine those checks together. Yeah. That's no reason to start doing it. You got to stick to your beliefs. Malmo not picking up that pot, so I guess she's going to save and quit out of Fury. Yoho doing a South Shore check. I don't know, I wasn't watching where he came from. This is kind of an odd way to be doing these screens. This has got to be CAC from Malmo. So in HMG, we have a great meme that everybody loves, where if somebody goes to CAC earlier than you expect, you say CAC W. It's like a joke on CAC W, but with CAC. And if somebody goes to CAC later than you expect, it's also CAC W. We've really got our bases covered on CAC W. Yoho doing Sashro stuff. Oh, nice mirror from Malmo, and there's her Zora money. CAC already paying off. Double the U, double the fun. Yoho going for meme chess turns. Saving quitting out, not continuing on to Ice Rock Cave. I wonder if this will be what Malmo opened with, if Yoho's going to do that now. Fun fact, you want to pick up the right pots in the CAC well, because you can... Why is it? It's because you can open the chest from lined up with the pot and not have to adjust. Double? No, I'm not reading that. Yoho will do Ice Rod Cave with Hobo when he gets money, probably. He didn't check Lake Hylia. So he doesn't know about the flippers. Maybe he's just planning on doing that either way. And the flippers will just be a pleasant surprise along the way. Oh, and a sword. That's a dupable sword, by the way. Yoho gonna CAC W. Get his mirror and sword. There wasn't a lot else in here, but mirror and sword is a pretty good haul. Oh, and the hookshot in the greater Kakariko metro area. That's a good one. This isn't a super hookshot-centric mode, but one of the big problems in HMG Seeds is often Swamp. And they have flippers and hookshot already, which makes that a lot easier. Momo grabbing that boomerang. Kind of an interesting choice. It's not necessary, but it's a nice little convenience item. pretty reasonable to get it if you just like having it. There's some boom strats that she's just used to and likes and will now be able to do, I guess. Yoho picking up the correct pots, but then still adjusting to the left. I can't believe this. C! Exclamation point C is for cave. Tam is tracking. Nice powder. I mean, I don't know. The thing about HMG is just that Sphere 1 is incredibly, incredibly big. So you just have a tremendous amount of stuff you can do as soon as the game starts. Malmo, unfortunately, she's in desert with a mirror but no gloves, so we can't block bust. Malmo, optimal rupee count. Oh, there's a bottle. That's funny. The CAC care package is actually in desert. But nobody does desert before CAC in this mode because desert is right next to CAC. So you just always do CAC into desert. Oh no! Alright, first try. Yoho grabbing the money at 700 rupees, kind of interesting. You only really need 500 rupees for Zora. You almost never pay Kiki, and he's already got the vendor item. Maybe he's planning on doing some fake fluting, or at least considering the possibility. Getting an Agina check here to end Malmo's loop, and we'll see where she wants to go next. She doesn't have any like super awesome locations. Well, she can actually do Hera now, so that's a pretty exciting option. Oh, she didn't do his house show yet. Right. This makes sense to do first. And this will parlay into a Zora check too, so this is good. What we really want at this point, the main thing we want, of course, is the Moon Pearl. A bow would also be nice. Let us do Eastern and put all of Pod in Logic except for the boss. Those are I don't know, maybe the two most interesting things to find right now. See what's on our way. Yeah, well, you have to do Hera either way because it's a crystal. I don't remember what they found. I don't think they found the big key. We should use a key sanity tracker for this mode, honestly. So Tam can write things down so I don't have to think. So they probably won't be able to check the big chest, but they got item and compass. Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's a good point. The mirror does put parts of Village of Outcasts and parts of Skullwoods in Logic, and probably some other stuff that I'm not thinking of. Yoho gonna do these same overworld checks in a slightly different order than Malmo. I have no idea which one is more optimal. But she did K45 and then Tablet, and he's doing them in the other order. So we get our Ice Red Cave check here. Unfortunately, no swimming into it. Thanks, Tam. I can't read what you just said, but I assume it was nice. Just a second bottle. Luckily now we can Fairy Revive Hover to East Death Mountain, which is very important in this mode, especially when you already have the hookshot. Doing a nice little water walk. Make that trip a little bit faster. You can't keep the water walk for very long if you have flippers, because shallow water removes it, but nice way to get over here. Yoho taking a brief moment to meditate on the correct inputs. Uh-oh, why are we monk-assing? We've also got the shroom now. That's not very fun to get to. Maybe we do that. Oh, nice hammer. Does that hammer do anything? I don't think that hammer does anything for us right now. Yoho is fine and you aren't worried. I just don't do that screen wrap. I hate it. I just go do a very slow swimmy G instead. Oh yeah, Malmo didn't check this earlier, so she'll have a slightly faster time of this with the sword and hookshot. East Dark Death Mountain? That's not in logic without Moon Pearl. Malmo refusing to do a good Harapot setup. Okay, never mind. She's doing a good one now. I'd love to see it. I think that's too far. Oh no, she got it. Super Bunny should be in logic, yeah, but I don't think anything else over there is. Do you need mirror for Super Bunny? How are you expected to get to Super Bunny? Mirror, like the mirror assisted teleport? I don't know if that stuff's in logic. It's not hard to get to if you want it, but... Oh, yeah. I forgot you can get back up on the right side after that. Okay, that makes sense. Yoho still doesn't have the flippers? Wait, I was not paying attention to his screen. Why did he not get the flippers? There's a Master Sword on Uldorn. Surely that's dupable. Malmo getting blue mail, that's not a time loss. You're just a hater. They can get to Super Bunny with just hammer. I mean, you can get to Super Bunny with nothing, right? I just don't know what puts it in logic. It seems that hammer or mirror would put it in logic. With nothing is not in logic, right? I understand that. I just don't know what is actually expected. But it sounds like mirror or hammer should both put it in logic. So we've got pendants on Skull, Pod, and Mire. Thanks, Malmo, for waiting long enough for me to look at the map. She's gonna do a mirror assisted teleport. This is where you stand next to where the teleport is, mirror, dash clip in, and then teleport in the Dark World as a bunny. You can do this same clip without the mirror, it's just terrible. If you want to practice it though, I would recommend learning Mirror Shield RMG. Mimic Cave, yeah, Mimic Cave definitely needs hammer. That bunny sprite is an alien. Wow, that's another dupable sword, but I'm getting the feeling that we don't need to dupe at all. Pretty good Moldorm fight there from Yoho. The hammer fight is like a little awkward, but he did that well. I love dead rocks. The inputs, you just do 8 1-frames at the like elbow, and then you do the rest of the inputs. I don't know. You go up to the bump you need to be on, and then you do 1 pixel down. No, I don't know. I have it written down somewhere. Yeah, I can never remember it either. I mean, I've learned it a bunch of times for different dumb things, but I don't actually know it off the top of my head. Anyway. Getting some Light World Death Mountain checks here for both players. I don't think they found anything so far. The best thing was the Tempered Sword in Super Bunny Cave, which is a good find, but not, you know, logically relevant. Flute, also not relevant. Also probably not going to get activated. This is early enough that it's borderline. Maybe you activate it when you go check Sick Kid and Magic Pad, actually. Yeah, it'll probably get activated. Never mind. I take it back. So, assuming there's nothing in Mimic Cave and the like 2 things you can do in TR, where do we go next? Yoho not doing these checks. He's gonna do Skullwoods, I guess. Skullwoods and Vu. GT with Hammer and Hookshot is not a crazy thing to do, but it can't have your Pearl. Oh, Pyramid Fairy is a great idea. Yeah, Pyramid Fairy into Escape. Yeah, okay, Tam figured it out. He already did Sick Kid and Magic Bat. That's CAC W for you. I heard you went to Kakariko before the hour mark, Tam. And your opponent absolutely skunked you on the CAC W scale. I don't think GT is a bad play here. Like, it could have lots of stuff. But it can have your Moon Pearl, and you do want the Moon Pearl. So I don't think it's what I would do. But it can have basically anything except your Moon Pearl. And you can do everything except for like 5 checks in the basement, so. Wow, letting out the fairy and then eating it. Finding a bow and going to pod with the bow is good. I agree, yeah. I was saying earlier, a bow would be a really, really nice find. You can just go to pod without a bow, and if it's bow locked, you like don't really care that much. But I don't know. There's a point at which you actually do want to be doing stuff that's in logic. Is Link State from Bunny State never in logic? Yoho literally just got a Link State by dying as a bunny, so you're gonna have to clarify. Dungeon Revival is very much in logic. No, the GT entrance is not in logic, but dungeon revivals in general are most relevantly in ice, but also in Skullwoods. And TR. The stuff that Malmo did in TR was in logic because of dungeon revival. Yoho taking the slow route in map room. President Sleeper. Should have gotten that boomerang, Yoho. Malmo activating her flute, doing sick kid and Badric Bat. I don't remember what was here, but it was nothing. The thing that puts GT out of logic is that there's no way into it as a bunny except for doing a citrus clip, and citrus clips are not in logic. Not really sure why citrus clips aren't in logic, but they're not. That's true, Tam. With the advent of something or other. So I guess technically Pearl could be in here, and that would be pretty epic. Except that, well, let's see. You can't do Thieves Town without Pearl, or you can't logically do Thieves Town without Pearl, I think. You certainly can do it. Fun Armos fight coming up. I wonder if Yoho's been paying attention to stun prizes and stuff and is gonna try to farm hearts. Oh, never mind, there's a fairy. I'm stupid. Malmo sequence breaking, back of escape. Nope, never mind. That's a... I hate that clip. Malmo showing off why I don't like it. I don't hate it in that I think it's bad. I just hate it because it's so easy to mess up and I don't really understand it. This looks like a Pyramid Fairy play, which Tam was advocating earlier, and which I think I endorse as well. Yoho showing off the third best Armos fight. I guess fourth best if you consider wooden and silver arrows separate. Kingstoon play here, I guess? Yeah. This is also in logic. Oh, that's true, checks. I forgot about RCB. Yo, not even mimic clipping the climb. I know. He has a torch and everything. He could do the whole thing. He could do it, show off his amazing bufferless mimic clip, which he's really good at. That's why he talks about it all the time and is always telling other people to do it because of how good he is at it. Does that actually work, Tam? That would be pretty sweet. Oh, Yoho doing the vertical lineup. He used to reject that setup. You'll have to see personal growth. Personal growth is just when people start doing strats that I think are better. Almo doing what looks like a kind of goofy dash here. That's to normalize her vertical position to make sure that she can get out of Pyramid Fairy. The way you get into this door is kind of funny. And it's possible to exit it really high up and then you're like not permanently stuck, but you have to like exit and re-enter a bunch of times or something. I don't really know how it works, I just learned the setup. Malmo doing front of escape now. Surely there will be something in here. I'm starting to think that pod just isn't bow locked and we should just be in pod. My experience with that left room there is that if I walk left before dashing up, I get better luck from the top card. Or like, not better luck, but you know, I handle more of his patterns correctly or successfully. There are 15 good pixels for setting the portal. Dashing up is only necessary on the bottom one. Interesting. Where does the vertical line up that we do with the like ledge thingy? Where is that located in the range of good pixels, if you remember? Yoho just mocking the 20, the big 20 there. You know that there's like that flat piece of geometry that you can walk against to normalize your vertical position for the portal placement. Is that like near the top of the range of pixels that work or like near the bottom of it? Do you know? I guess it doesn't matter that much. I'm just curious now. Will Malmo run to... Yeah, she's going to do the back of escape from here, I assume. It's never going to get better unless you get a glove. No, she's out. All right, interesting. I wonder what she was thinking about there when making that decision. Oh, we're fake fluting. Interesting. Where are we fake fluting to? Mire area checks, maybe? From the bottom edge of the ladder wall. That's not... Alright. I will either ask you about this later or forget about it because I have a setup that works, so it doesn't actually matter to me. But I think we're talking about different things. Not Mire area. This is going to be a link state from a fake flute. Malmo just doesn't care about where the pearl is. Interesting. Let's keep talking. I love talking to you, Chex, but I think maybe the people, the good folks of SpeedGaming might want to talk about the race. I think that was a goodbye. All right. Enjoy your Publix. Yoho mirrored, like before something that he was supposed to mirror after. That's not very poggers. They haven't really been that hampered by not having Pearl. They've done a couple funny things here and there, but not like that much. And this continuation from Malmo of doing some out of logic checks that are convenient rather than digging and digging and digging for the Pearl is pretty convenient. Yeah, I mean, Pearl could just be in Sea House or whatever. She's just doing Thieves Town first. I was a little confused when she dungeon revived first thing in this dungeon, since she was already Link. I guess she really wants to be in fake Dark World at the end. Back of Escape Pearl would be a good find. I don't know if it would be a major help. Momo is going to have to find a glove at some point, and she can just go get it as soon as she finds a glove. As everyone says, when you find a hand encasement, you go to Sank Basement. So maybe she'll just find a glove and then get the pearl if that's where it ends up being. Yeah, Dark Cross would be better. I don't know. If I were playing the seed, I would have been in pod 10 minutes ago. And I'm curious why everybody else hates pod except for me. This would be a good basement clip seed also. Alright, Yoho's going to pod. The hero we need. The savior of HMG. Malmo trying to dodge that guy. Also showing off some recent timing of when to mirror in this dungeon. I can't see myself using the mirror. Shut up, blind. Wow, she stands really far left for that first poke in phase 2. Mirroring in Thieves Town is good if you can't check the big chest and you don't have the glove. Or not necessarily if you can't check the big chest, but if you're not checking the big chest, then mirroring out is faster because otherwise you'd have to go around the stupid conveyor bridge room. The blind script, I mean, I don't really understand this question. The blind script is just, blind just does certain things. The reason the fight is different if you die during it is because the fight starts differently. If you could enter the fight from the top after dying in blind cell, you'd have the same script. It's just that the fight starts differently. So, neither player is finding anything, which is not ideal for them. I'm gonna do Skullwoods here. Yoho famously cannot count, so please don't criticize him. He's 19 years old and he never learned how to count. Sorry, I misspoke. He's 90 years old. Is his name Jared? It can be. Oh, that's funny. I forgot about that up earlier. That you can re-rescue blind. That one doesn't come up very often. That was... yeah. I knew that wasn't gonna work. I wonder if Yoho uses a bomb queue. That should be good. There we go, there's a pearl. How spicy is a pearl in Dark Maze and Pod? Was this bow locked? I didn't look at the shooter room chest. I think if it was bow lock, it might be a little spicier. It's not bow locked. I don't think that's very spicy. That's one pepper. 1 out of how many? I think the most we've seen so far is 3 peppers. 5? No. I don't think there's any 5 pepper pearls. I don't think the scale has a clearly defined upper end. I don't know if Trinex is necessarily always 5 peppers. Does somebody actually have the emote, by the way, that they can post in chat so that this makes at least a little bit of sense? Although counting, maybe? Peppers can be spicy. That's true. Thank you, MM2. This is a ped check. Oh my god, everybody. This is just SG Chat's moment. Everybody get hype. Yoho does not have a glove yet, is going to have to... Oh my god, a glove on ped. That's actually really obnoxious. Depending on where the second glove is, that might actually be relevant. Yoho, no! Oh, that sucks. It is logically required. You are logically required to get the Titan's mitts to enter Ice Palace, but you are certainly not actually required to get the Titan's mitts to enter Ice Palace. So it's not impossible that we see them get that pedestal pull, but it's also very possible that we don't. Let's see, what crystals do we have? We have the Mire, or pendants. Mire, Pod, and Skullwoods. Those are not convenient pendants to do or to dupe. So it's really hoping that they find a second glove somewhere else. Or maybe we're going to be here for another hour and a half. Alright, Yoho's gonna do this clip again. Last time he did it fine, but he held his sword out. He just didn't want to waste time releasing the spin. But unfortunately, he held his sword out and tapped down. Because he thought he was going to dash turn, but he still had his sword out. So he popped out of the collision instead of dashing off of an invisible ledge. I saw a rod on Yoho's screen. I didn't see which one it was. Fire rod. That makes Skullwoods better for him, except that it's a pendant and he doesn't know that there's a glove on ped yet. The only places that are really glove locked are Cold Stare and Checkerboard Cave, and I'm probably missing like 1 or 2 other random locations. But those are the main ones. IP map chest, yep. H room. Hammer pegs, no. Incorrect. Only logically. No, Peds is not logically locked behind glove. There's a trivial swim clip there that isn't logic. Yoho doing a delightful roundabout here. He went to Dark Death Mountain, and then he did a Catfish DMD, and now he's going to do a Swimmy G DMA. Alma's gonna get her pearl here in a moment. I forget where this swim takes you. You can get kind of wherever you want on the mountain here. Oh, he can do Spike Cave now, although that's not where he's going. Oh, this is Bumper Ledge DMA. It's not a DMA, it's a DMA and a DMD combined into one Bumper Ledge. Epic. It's a Death Mountain drive-through. You're so smart. Oh, Yoho. You poor thing. It's the scenic route to Bumper Cave where you get to see all of the sights on Death Mountain. Malmo is PCUing. This is not in logic, but it's no reason not to do it. Slash your sword! You can kill those guys. Malmo, press B. Okay, we got it. Someone was timing it. I think it's actually, from what I heard, is pretty fast, depending on something else. But I haven't tested anything, and I agree that it looked slow. But also, he's on Restream. He's supposed to do cool swag stuff. Malmo got the big key. Yoho didn't do right side and didn't have the big key. So I don't know if it's possible for there to be an item in the big chest, but if it's possible, then this might be an advantage for her. Fastest way to get from Catfish to Bumper. And honestly, that's an important thing to be able to do at top speed. Everybody's been saying for years, if only we had a fast way from Catfish to Bumper Ledge. Yoho doing Mire now, maybe? Oh, I guess you can just do Hype Cave and stuff. This is just a sort of a generic DMD to do whatever checks he thinks are good down here. Looks like it'll be like Hype Cave, probably through to Stumpy and Dig Game. Hey, there's the other rod. Yoho is now in... He needs cane, glove, and bow. So it's still a lot of stuff to need, actually. It would be good on Fast Rom, yeah. There's no grass lag. Alright, Malmo, it's time to show off that you've been practicing the basement clip in your spare time. You know you need to kill Helmasaur if that glove on Pet is required. Did she do Dark Base? Oh, she didn't. I just wasn't watching. Okay. Yoho is not going to hover to try next. Oh, there's the second glove. Never mind. Easy game. Where's Malmo going? It doesn't matter if it's dupable or not because you don't need to dupe it. Oh, there's the bow. Alright, well... This is really good for Yoho. Almost saving tons of time by not going to Glitch Jail on her way to Hookshot Cave. Glove was Dig Game. So I'm trying to decide how good this is for Yoho versus Momo. Momo's ahead of full Thieves Town clear, and has a little bit more knowledge of stuff like PED, maybe. Oh, it does have GT Big Key. I don't remember where it was. Rando room. I think that Malmo goes to rando room late. I think she's a DM router. But I'm not sure. All of GT is in logic now. Well, all of GT basement is in logic for Malmo. Obviously, you need that bow for the climb. No, it's not. They don't have red cane. Shut up. Yeah, Yoho's 1 item from go mode. Malmo's 3 items from go mode. She'll have to find those items first. Is she doing the same descent that Yoho just did? That'd be very good for her if she is. I think Yoho has an advantage here, but if she does the same Dark World loop that Yoho just did and gets all of her stuff, it's gonna be still pretty competitive. The super jump is really good here because they've already done North Dark World. And yeah, and they don't have a glove. So like it takes them right next to the checks that they want to do. Can somebody ban MM2 for talking about SM? This is an ALTTP stream, please. Malmo's all rotted up now. Oh my god, this is beyond the pale. Almost setting up a death warp. Citrus clipping should be not only legal but in logic. I don't know what you're referring to though, because I don't think either of them were citrus clipping. Oh, Yoho did the dash citrus. Maybe that's what you mean. Yoho setting up the key dash and then just absolutely eating it to that fire snake guy. Okay, Malmo's gonna get her glove immediately as well. So this is actually, as I said, I think still competitive. Yoho has the GT advantage. Malmo has done the Thieves Town, which is a crystal, so Yoho will have to do it. Those are probably pretty comparable trips, depending on how you do GT basement. Maybe slight edge to Yoho, unless she rushes rando room. Blah 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 blah. I think it's an advantage for Yoho because he's also like a most of Mire or like a swamp unlock ahead. But depending on where Kane is and how the rest of the seed plays out, it's still definitely in contention. Not sure why that didn't work. He walked back really early, so I wonder if that's why. If he was too far back when the bomb started exploding. I'm not sure. Well, I'm gonna have a little bit of an annoying fight here. There's not enough fire to do the whole thing with 1 spin and 5 fire rod shots. gonna have to do a spin and 2 slashes. It's probably gonna be a 3 cycle. Yeah. There's another crystal for Malmo, something that Yoho will just do at some point. See if she goes back to Meyer and does swamp stuff now. She knows it's a crystal, so... The only reason not to do it now is if you don't want to go mode it, and you're hoping to come back later with Kane. Alright, Tam, avert your eyes. Don't watch Malmo's screen. Okay, it's over. It's safe now. It's too late. I'm so sorry, friend. I tried to protect you. Yeah, so she's going to go ahead and do Meyer too. I think this is good. So, for anybody who's not familiar with this, the way to do Swamp Palace in this mode is you go to Meyer, you pick up some extra keys, and then you clip to Hera, and then from Hera you clip to Swamp, and then you spend your extra keys to open up Swamp, because the front chest usually doesn't have the small key. So Meyer is relevant even when it's appended for doing that, unless Swamp is also appended, but today it's not. Magic. Actually, probably not worth getting because you're going to go upstairs, but you see a big fat pile of resources, you go grab them. I definitely didn't miscount the items in Swamp because not only can I not count, I was not even looking at what was going on. Malmo, not Malmo, Yoho going to ice with the mirror wrap. It's a pretty convenient way to get to ice. This version of it is not in logic, and in fact, nothing is in logic for entering Ice Palace, except for picking up the rock with your Titan's mitts, which we will not be seeing today. Yoho doesn't yet know that he will never find the mitts, but it is nonetheless the case. We're going to get to see a good old-fashioned IPBJ from prominent vanilla runner Yoho. If we survive that long. Why are we going down? We're just doing Pengator first. It's Monday. He wants to get his cane from here? Yeah. The opposite of Monday is Friday. That is so true. You don't sleep for 3 days and then sleep for 20 hours. Have you tried not living like that? Vanilla Bomb Pack. Oh my god, this game's so free. Yoho can sort of hover. Prominent vanilla runner. This is not Yoho. Not even duping the heart. Oh my god. Malmo not gonna find much of interest here in Swamp. Yoho's cane actually can't be here. Malmo will avoid all of these Ice Palace checks, which will be very good for her. Whoa, Tam, let's not say things we can't take back. Where's Malmo going? Oh, Eastern Palace. I forgot they never did Eastern Palace, of course. I mean, of course they never did Eastern Palace. They got the bow like 200 hours into the seed, and they were never forced to dip an uncompletable Eastern Palace, so... I think it would be pretty KEKW if there were a bow in Eastern Palace. Then we would get to say French vanilla, and we would get to say it's a troll seed. And honestly, what are we all here for if not to say those two phrases? That's a great. That's like the call and response with vanilla. Oh, okay, checks. I had already forgotten. That's very thoughtful of you, checks. Australians are afraid of Z's. Maybe that's why Tam can never sleep. Why would Malmo not finish Swamp? I have no idea. I didn't notice that. And I'm also confused. Clean cold stare fight from prominent vanilla runner. Everybody's been missing that Popo lately. I kept missing it. I saw Rob miss it earlier. Malmo just missed it. Guys, he's got dodgeative skills. Nothing here in Eastern. I didn't count items because I can't count, but I haven't seen anything yet. You don't want to play SMZ3? Alright, you're allowed back in chat now that you have a correct opinion. Everybody's hanging out in Eastern now. Where do we go next? Ugh. You climb GT? Momo can do GT and climb. Kane can be at top of GT probably. Do not at me with rules about key logic. I will not listen. We are finishing Swamp. She even saved the portal. What a gamer. She just wanted to full clear Eastern first, and so now she can go do left side swamp. I guess she'll do Argus first, but then she can go back in for left side swamp. I don't know. I don't know how this game works. Almost smarter than the entirety of SG chat. I mean, we already knew that. That snipe from that Medusa. What a jerk. Good save. Placing that bomb late enough that she didn't get messed up by the first bomb, but early enough that, I don't know. You know what I mean. It was well done. Yoho is gonna show off Yuzu Armos for us. No, I'm just kidding. She got a big. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. But yeah, with the Meyer big key. This is not Yuzu. That is true. Oof. I think she's not getting the switch to right early enough. There we go. Fading transitions like staircases, like reload your tile set or some shit, and they fix the water tiles so that you can actually do stuff in Swamp. There were some constraints on what you could do in Swamp while coming from Hera without taking a staircase. So you'd have to like go up the stairs in the first room and then go back down them to reload your tile set, or go to the back and go down towards Diver Down room and come back or something. But if you never drain it, then you don't have that problem in that particular spot. You know, SP man, some people think that, but I actually disagree. I think they should put it off for as long as possible, because then they'll be frustrated, and as a SG chat contributor, what I want is for troll, lol, lol, kick W, troll. I love it when people are sad. Especially me. Yeah. Red Cane is technically skippable here if you're a god hoverer. They should go to Mothula and do moth items without Cane. That's probably technically possible. Like, I think you could probably do that with a TAS. No, maybe not, actually. Maybe you couldn't. Maybe you couldn't. Not sure. Don't know enough about the trick. Do you need a slot 9 block? I'm not sure if you need a slot 9 block or if you just need a misslotted hookshot, but You're probably right. Okay. Well, then they should probably find the cane before doing moth items, and then they can do moth items to get bombos for a laugh. That's hilarious, damn. I don't know if Yoho counts as being behind. He's done GT already. Not all of it, but he's found the GT big key. Yeah, I mean, if this were, Tanweer playing, somebody who is very, very high success rate at hovering to try next, this would be a very strong seed to go for it. But if you're not at that level of really, really high level hovering, feels bad. Luckily, both of them know that the other is not going to be going for Trinex hovers. Also, I don't know where the TR big key is, but it might still be possible for it to be in roller room. Yes, people have definitely hovered Trinex in races. It happened several times in the no logic tourney. Yo gonna do Skullwoods. I don't remember. I don't think he dipped it yet. Maybe he did actually. But he can finish it now, either way. He will find the good news about the Titan Smits. You can only hook push to try next if you have the hook shot. Momo! Oh my god. Momo's gonna climb here. She has 3 keys, which I feel like probably makes the climb logically valid. Oh, she beat the anti-fairy. That's a risk of doing that with beams. If you're really, really fast on getting the slash out, the pegs go down before the anti-fairy bounces off of them. You need to deliberately delay it a little bit. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that was a mirror for a second. Just a map. Oh my god, just really, really taking it here from these BMOs. Oh yeah, it's Wizbo's time. She's actually... Oh no, she has the right amount of arrows for that, depending on how Gauntlet goes. So the cane can, as far as I'm aware, can be in the 4 checks on top of the pyramid, on top of the tower. Which would be pretty good for Malmo because she's going to find it first, whereas Yoho is checking this stuff. I'm actually a little bit. I actually think that finishing GT should be higher priority for Yoho. This is a pendant dungeon, and he knows he has to finish GT, and he has the stuff to do it, and he knows that his cane can't be in the checks that are out of logic. Maybe he's just not sure if the top of the thing is in logic or not because of the key stuff that I keep, alluding to and ignoring. So maybe he's just like, maybe he doesn't remember or he's not confident on his read of the logic, so he doesn't want to like risk doing an out of logic climb when he needs to do other stuff first. But I've never seen Wizbo's done that way before. That was nice. Going for a little bit of a, not going for the optimal Wizbos too, but gets it done just fine. I wouldn't say that I trust in Tam, but I'm willing to act as though I do, and then still blame them if anything goes wrong because of it. I feel like as long as Tam is shouldering all of the downside risk, I'm okay with trusting them. Yoho going to deliver the green pendant and then probably... Oh no, he never got the mushroom? Wait, where did Momo find the mushroom? He didn't do a Gina? Oh my god, what a madman. Oh, there's Bombas. No, we don't need to do moth items. I trust in Tam. If it's not marked, then he didn't get it. All right, last chance. There's the shovel check. Nothing there. I think we saw that from Momo already, but I definitely could be wrong. All right, so where's this stupid cane? It could be on Helmasaur. It could be on Smith Chain. It can't be Smith Chain because Meyer. You're right. Sorry. It can be on Hammer Pegs. It can be probably Hera Basement. I don't know if we have an item in there. I think we've done Hera Basement as a small key. Malmo clipping out and then not saving time with it. You love to see it. Oh my god, that's true, MM2. Yoho could pog. He could pog off. I'll pop off. Elma or pegs and nothing else. Left side swamp, yeah. I feel like every time somebody says that on commentary, they're just wrong and they're missing like 14 things. But I can't think of much more. Oh, mushroom turn in. Did I say that already? Thought about it. I don't remember if I said it out loud. No, Malmo checked both tablets. Alright, so left side swamp, Helmasaur. The pegs were down, yeah. You have to hammer them all down to check the item. Thanks for clarifying. Malmo doing Skullwoods now. You do not have to. That's so true. I misspoke. Yabo doing left side swamp, I guess. I hate this. Just buffer it or roll into it. Don't slam diagonals. Ugh. Does she know that there's the item count here? Like, can she skip bridge chest? Both players have done a substantial chunk of mire, largely to open swamp, but I think they opened stuff while they were there. I don't know if there's anything left. I am slamming diagonal slams. You should be in the slammer if you go for that. Come on. And slam. And welcome to the TAM. Malmo can go do Green Pendant and then Helmasaur, I guess. Ugh. We saw somebody do some cool clip to get down here, and I kind of thought Malmo would have learned it and shown it off for us now, but either she didn't or I'm misremembering and that was somewhere else. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. This is a flute to 5 and a Helmasaur? Oh, nope. So this actually makes it almost impossible for Malmo to win, I think. Oh no, never mind. She's going somewhere else. I thought she was just going to go do left side swamp slightly behind Yoho. Oh, he found it. Yeah. That is in logic now. Thanks, Gamma. TR to the climb is not a routing consideration whatsoever. Yoho knows that the big key can't be on Laser Bridge, and so gets his small key and bails. He's, I guess, doesn't care about the silvers. That's the only thing that could really be there. We're skipping chests because this is a vanilla speedrun and not a randomizer, and so the runners already know what's in the chests. I think Yoho's gonna win this from here, but it's not gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be close. Oh no, Malmo hasn't done Ice Palace. Oh no, I think it's a big edge for Yoho. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they do call him Throwho. Malmo, you forgot something. Malmo's pulling a checks. She remembered. Commentators are supposed to say that. I don't care that I'm supposed to say that. Eventually they'll kick me out and stop letting me do this. But it's not really anybody's game. I mean, things can happen, right? One time Yoho lost 30 minutes in a race because he like bumped his SNES and corrupted his SRAM. But it's not really anybody's race. Cam, you are welcome to unmute your mic and say it's still anybody's race. Why is Malmo's name 128? Thanks, Tam. I don't feel particularly awkward. Maybe I should. Maybe I'm blowing it. Oh. Do you know the fix here? You do. Okay. That is so low. Oh my goodness. There's like 15 pixels that you can transition right on there, and I think she might have been on the bottom one. She's gonna have a very, very fast ice, but she's gonna be finishing ice when Yoho is in like whiz robes or something. I think she's like a minute behind, which is like very close for, you know, a long rando race. Very competitive race, but I don't think that it's gonna be especially in contention. Oh, did we get the Zero Cycle Trinex? I wasn't watching. That's so true, Tam. Maybe Yoho will do an unbuffered mimic clip for us since he's so far ahead. No, he's too afraid. Interestingly, they both did exactly the same GT route. It's so rare that you see that. The NMG Mimic strat? There's 273 NMG Mimic strats, but that is one of them. He did Joe Mimics in Mimics 1, and I wasn't watching Mimics 2. Nice single poke from Malmo. She also had the Fire Rod. Because of half magic, she had more Fire Rod shots if anything went wrong, but very clean. Yeah, Behemoth is famous for that arrow in Gauntlet 4. Okay. I think I would have gone for a downward shot on that last landmo, but maybe what Yoho did was better. I'm not sure. It worked out either way. That hammer dash, by the way, is really good because it hits that Tektite. Even if you don't cancel it perfectly and also hit the peg, it's still safer, I think, than just doing a regular dash and hammering at the end. SpeedGaming is going to ban all of us? For what? We didn't do anything wrong. If anyone did anything wrong, it's me. Chad is innocent. You got timed out once for saying a naughty word? What was it? Teehee. Doom to teehee. Teehee Polo. I love Teehee Polo. That's such a good emote. I was wrong. No, I don't know if I was wrong or not. I wasn't paying attention. I said Malmo would be entering TR around the time Yoho was getting to Wizrobes. I think she was ahead of schedule. That is a good... Yeah, I do like Teehee Polo. I also like that Gamma emote. The Angelic Pichu. Thanks, Twin. I think Twin might have a little bit of mobile delay right now. Yoho gonna clipe out. Hopefully he'll actually despawn the bat early. Nope, never mind. It's over. It's over! So Yoho's gonna be just finishing up Ganon here. Momo's gonna be killing Trinix. And then she's gonna have to get to Ganon, which takes like a minute. So I think she'll be getting to Ganon around the time Yoho wins, roughly. Pretty good race. You know, pretty competitive. A lot of it, they did similar stuff, but they did make some different choices, like Yoho going for Skullwoods, and then Malmo actually did end up finishing Skullwoods, so that ended up not being that different, but did some stuff in different orders. Malmo with the clever Eastern before finishing Swamp play, which I thought was pretty nice. I don't know, it's just an Ice Rod hunt. This mode has more Ice Rod hunts than no glitches because there's so many things that can function as Ice Rods. I think both players played pretty well. Scudgewoods to River Clip. Maybe if she sees the dot done before this crystal animation finishes, she'll do that for swag points. But I think she's gonna mirror and then a flute to 4. Maybe it's flute to 5 that's faster. Maybe Link's House is only faster if it's save and quit. I don't know. Zero, tell me the truth. They're all pretty close. They're like within a second and a half or something. This is 145 Cry. Alright, what, 1 or 2 more spins? Oh. I can't count. I'm not trying to count. I'm just estimating based on the magic bar. There we go. Ganon's down. Yoho's gonna win with about a 133.15-ish. Almost gonna be approximately 2 minutes behind. I lost the race time window. Race time. GG. You do not have permission to chat during this race. Okay, okay, man. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean it. This commentary was adequate. That's so kind. This is a lot of warps. This is like what's been happening to me in NMG. Are we gonna cape spin? No. You gotta go for the cape spin if you've already seen the dot done. For the fans. I cannot recommend this channel for obvious reasons. Looks like Yoho will be joining us. Yoho, do you want me to drag you in? Maybe he's just waiting for Malmo to finish, I don't know. GG's to Malmo, finishing 135.25, Yoho to 133.17, so just about 2 minutes. Good race. Both players did well. We've got Yoho here, we've got Malmo here. GG, y'all.
GG.
Hey, GG's.
That was a good race. How'd you guys feel about it?
It was the same seed again.
I felt fucking terrible the whole time.
Yeah, me too. Except I didn't even get to do any Galaxy Brain logic reads this time. Just, once again, it was no bow, pearl, and pod, and then I didn't do left side swamp because I opened the big chest with the Meyer big key and left only one item in left side.
So when you did...
I left all of it. I left all that stuff and then came back in Hero.
I came back in Hera too. I'm guessing we did roughly the same stuff, but I probably was later to Pearl than you.
You were a little bit,
I
yeah.
went to GT before I went to the Pearl, so...
No, she was actually later than you.
Fox is saying I'm later.
Wow. What?
I mean, I did everything except Eastern and Pod again. Why would I go to Pod without the bow?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's why I went to GT before getting the Pearl. Trying to get a bow.
So, Malmo, when you did Swamp, you mirrored outside, went to Eastern first, and then came back to Swamp. My thinking was that you were like, I'm gonna have to do
Swamp.
left side Swamp,
that was
but
a
I'm gonna
mistake.
check Eastern first.
That was a mistake. If I was gonna go to Eastern and come back to Swamp, I should have committed to left side Swamp.
That's what I thought you were gonna do. Yeah.
Single regret in the seed. Everything else
that...
I felt like was reasonable.
I think that probably would have won you the race.
Oh my god, really? No, I was like 2 minutes behind. Oh, you mean going back to left side Swamp for sure.
Because you would have gotten the red cane, yeah.
I should have just not gone to Eastern. That's what
That's
I was
fine too,
regretting.
yeah.
I was gonna just do Swamp. I was like, wait, I already opened the big chest, and it ended up being one of those big key and left side, and like, wow, I've just Galaxy Brain getting one of the items without going to left side, and then like, I hope the other one's not the cane.
Yeah.
And also, like, I wish the cane logic was functional, because if it was, I actually would have opened more of Meyer to see if Swamp could have cane.
I saw the big key on the left side, and I was like, screw this dungeon.
Yeah, I'm like, I went in with I said, I'm not getting anything in here. I'm here just for Swamp, because I have to do this.
Yeah.
So, I'm curious. I did something earlier in the escape that I'm wondering if you also did.
I went all the way back and burned the key, yeah.
I was
Did you
too
swim?
spooked.
Oh.
No, I tried to swim and I self-locked.
Yoho did an epic swim from Catfish to Bumper Leg.
Catfish, yeah, that's an awesome swim. That's faster than everything except
epic,
except for...
Well, we don't have to talk about what happened immediately afterwards.
Oh my god, my early game was just so terrible, and I felt worse and worse because of like all the minor screw-ups.
Did you try to swim to Skull?
No, I jumped out and then jumped down and then got to go back to the mountain because I died.
Because you died. Oh, you hit the murder dactyl. So I was a bunny when I checked that.
Yeah, Momo did an early Thieves Town. Tam was pointing out she got a blue potion and did a pearl stuff.
I did a whole bunch of shopping before doing the escape so I could fake flute. Do all that stuff. I felt good about my I knew it was a spicy pearl, and it just really needed to not be in pod again, because that was good routing, I think. Except the getting spooked by the escape. I didn't go all the way to the back because I wanted to be able to hard reset it away, because I didn't want to be in Meyer Medallion go mode. And then the Meyer Medallion was there. And I can't hard reset because I actually checked PED and knew now that I know there's a glove on PED, I can't throw out what might be required for that.
Oh, I didn't know about that either.
Oh, glove on PED.
Yeah,
Did you full clear ice?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh.
Because I knew Kane couldn't be there because I checked PED. So that was like the one thing I got out of that.
Yeah, you went deeper on Swamp than Yoho did earlier and got the pet information, which was good for you because of getting to skip ice. But then you ended up having to come back and finish it anyway, and Yoho got to finish it all in one go, so it didn't end up actually really working out for you, I don't think.
No, I mean, like I said, the only thing I think I actually did wrong was going to Eastern without the intention of doing left side swamp. And everything else, I think I just got unlucky.
Yeah, I don't think either of you really made any big routing mistakes that I observed, although I'm not the routing guy.
I don't think I had any big execution problems like I did in the last race either. The last race I had those like Meyer dark rooms and Phelps. This race I don't think I had anything like that except not the back of escape, so I just don't really know it that well.
Quick swapped out of the vanilla blue bloom.
Quick swap out of what?
I quick swap mirrored out of the second key guard and escape.
Oh, that's deep. No, did you go back?
Yes. Just everything, I don't know. I felt terrible at the beginning and was just
That's rough. But you won. That's what counts. It's good to know that I can like last location everything and still get a sub 140 in these though. It really helps me plan my day.
This was a very fast seed given how dumb everything was. Like, as you say, sub 140ing it with Pearl that late and then a very, very long Kane hunt stuff.
You get a lot of mobility in the early game.
Yeah. Yeah, you got some good stuff early. You got the hook shot, the sword was really early.
I would have done an early swamp dive if I had the Hierarchy. I would have looked for a bow in there, and I would have had the Kane.
Yeah, I would have done early swamp too. I might have done it before going in pod too.
So I should know this by now, but what game was this? Was this game 2? This was game 1. Okay.
There's still a chance.
Game 2 and 3 are on this coming up weekend. At 3?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'll be looking forward to it. You guys got anything else to say before we shut things down?
No, thanks to the restream. Thanks, Fox, for your comms. I'll be watching back to this with it muted later.
Okay, sounds good. That's probably for the best.
Tracker, Tam. No, that's about it. Thanks, Malmo, for the race. It was a good one.
Can't wait to lose again, and then I get to play Brain Lord.
Yeah, thanks to Malmo for not just the race, but the whole tournament, which is primarily her brainchild. Along with some help from Muffins. You're a Brain Lord, yes. You are the Brain Lord of the tournament. Yeah, I guess that's it. So have a good day, Speed Gaming. I'll catch you later.